You said I was your little rose. You bought me white lace socks and candy sweets, and my smile was a doll you could keep in a frame. Tied up my hair in the way that you like, said I looked prettiest when I stayed quiet. Highway heading north, summer stuck to the glass. Old love songs humming as the streetlights passed. You said love is a secret, the darker the best, and I was too young to know the cage and the nest. You whispered you're too pure for this world, my dear. That's why you should only stay close to me here. Turning possession into a lullaby, calling a locked door a beautiful sky. You painted sin into flowers blooming on my skin. With a goodnight kiss, you taught decay to begin. This isn't love, it's a slow motion hijack case. But back then, it only felt like your embrace. You built a home out of rules and called it care. Called my tears just a spoiled child's despair. This isn't a hug, it's a velvet lined cell. But when you said I was special, I fell under your spell. You hated the dust of the world on my dress, said purity was something you had to possess. Choosing my nail polish, the length of my skirt, said you knew best how a girl won't get hurt. Motel neon lights turning the dark into pink, your shadow on the doorway, too heavy to think. I learned to stay small, to never tell, 'cause you said they were too filthy to understand. Later I realized candy was never proof of kindness. It was bait in a pretty wrapper. You loved my innocence, my helpless dependency. Loved how even my no sounded pretty to you. You painted sin into flowers blooming all season. All of your candy and kisses now taste like a reason. This isn't fate, it's your script from the start. A perfect murder of a child's heart. You built a home out of silence, feeding my fear. I even learned to call your cage sincere. This isn't forever, it's a quiet collapse in your little story. I almost was a good girl, your good little girl. You once said love means keeping me pure, but you were the dirt I was being protected from. Real love never locks a bird in a cage. It never forces a flower